400 trillion to 1. When you understand that math, how can't you live your life? That's how rare it is to be a human being. And what are you waiting for? Like, you've been given this ridiculous triple miracle. Like, you're literally more likely to win the lotto 10 times in your life than actually have a life. So I ask you, my friends, with this one life, you're gonna sit on your couch and dwell? You're gonna be upset about some shortcoming? You're gonna be upset about that thing that happened last week that fucked you up? I'm asking you, I'm promising you, please take this swing. Make this at bat. I am so tired of people stopping because their uncle critiqued them, or their mom made fun of them along the way, or their girlfriend doesn't think that they can do it. You've got one at bat, 400 trillion to 1. Please do something about it. We are living through the greatest era to be alive ever. Yes, there's stuff. I got news for you. There's always stuff. But when you take control of your at bat, when you put it all on yourself, when it's your fault and your wins, when you own it, that's when it starts happening. So please, please squeeze the shit out of your one life. If you're not beating me, don't fucking laugh. Don't fucking have dinner at 7 o'clock and drink 2 beers and have the fucking Spurs Golden State game in the background with your 2 buddies and tell each other how you're gonna do it while you're fucking sitting there how you're gonna do it and dapping. I haven't seen fucking Steph Curry hit a basket this year. Squeeze so fucking hard when you've got that moment. It's just fucking history. When you have the fucking leverage, you need to fucking strike. Take this last little rant and really look at your fucking face and understand, are you doing the things that are putting you in a position to succeed? When you're happy in life, your fucking business can roll. But fuck, one fucking life. I don't give a fuck about what other people think about my L. It's my L. I don't give a fuck what my parents think about my L. I don't give a fuck what you think about my L. It's my L. That's the fucking gear. Send this email to mom. Sorry, mom, fuck off. I don't want you to wrap your self-esteem into little Johnny's life so you can tell your fucking friends that he goes to Dartmouth. He's gonna fucking lose. Get him the fuck out. So, I do the wine show. I start getting internet famous. I start building my Twitter following. Things start happening. I get this random email in 2007 from Conan O'Brien's producers. They're like, hey Gary, we'd love to have you on the Conan O'Brien show. I'm like, one of my fucking friends is fucking with me. I was trying to like figure it out. I went to one of my nerds. I'm like, hey nerd, figure out who actually sent this email. He's like, nope, it was your friend. I'm like, it was Conan. I was like, fuck, okay. So I emailed back, I got on the phone, and here I am in 2007, never been on TV in my life, not even local, right? Not even like fucking cable access, nothing. All of a sudden, I'm behind the curtain, and I'm getting pushed out, and I'm with Conan in front of millions of people, right? So it blows up, we have this skit, you can see it on YouTube, I make him eat dirt, it's about the flavors of wine, it kills, it's early YouTube, it goes viral, and I'm on my way. A week later, I'm signed by CAA. They represent Oprah and Derek G. I mean, it's crazy. My life gets crazy, right? I start getting offered TV shows, and all of a sudden, I'm getting tons of emails from my friends in high school, right? Like in Facebook and emails, and they're like, holy shit, Gary, you're so lucky. It's great. All good stuff. Not asking me for shit. None of that. It's like this, but that one word, lucky, right? Like every second one. Gary, you're so lucky. Gary, you're so lucky. Holy shit, I just saw you on Conan. How have you been? You're so lucky. I wrote back every one of them. I said, hey, Don. I said, hey, Don. Really awesome to hear from you. Miss you. Remember that party junior year? That was great. It was awesome, right? I'm like, just one little thing. On that lucky part, let me just remind you. Remember in high school, every weekend when I worked? Remember in high school, during Thanksgiving and Christmas vacation, when you went ski trip with everybody, I went to the liquor store and schlepped cases. Remember in high school, starting at freshman year, every summer day? My parents are gangsters. How many people here, on the last day of school, growing up, had a half day on their last day? Raise your hand. Just curious how many of you did. This is how gangster my parents were. On that half day, my mom was outside like, get in, you're going to work. I didn't even get a fucking half day for summer vacation. So I was like, you remember that, Don? I'm like, you remember in college when you guys went down to the Jersey Shore and drank beer and banged fucking chicks? You remember that? I was like, I fucking worked. So you can take your luck and shove it up your fucking ass. So it's early Monday morning, and I've been wanting to make a Monday morning
video for a long time, and finally D-Rock, we're doing it. So real quick, this is just a rant, very simple, and something that I want you to pass on or watch every Monday morning because the level of complaining is unacceptable. Look, what if I told you this was the last Monday morning of your life? What if I told you you die this week? Would you complain about your crap job or that test you don't want to take? I doubt it. You would go much higher level thinking. Well, that's really what it takes. It takes understanding that if you're not pumped right now, if you're begrudging what you're about to do, if you're not looking forward to it, look, I respect practicality. You gotta go through school because your parents want to. You gotta pay your rent. You got student loans, I get it. But please recognize the world we're living in. We're living in a world where there's so much more opportunity. This internet thing created way more opportunity for all of us, way more. I mean, look, you might not even be alive. Like, your mom and dad could have had sex like 3 minutes later and you wouldn't even exist and you're complaining. You could have ended up being a bus, a tree. I just don't get the mentality of being head down sad on a Monday morning. I'm gonna make Monday morning my bitch. I'm gonna make you Saturday Monday morning. That's what I wanna do every morning, and that's what I want from you. Please, take a step back and think about how awesome it actually is. And then recognize that you can attack the world in a totally different way because you were lucky enough to be born during this era. Fuck you, Monday. The biggest poison in us is regret. It's poison. And I push so hard, and will, through my vehicle, which isn't meditation, which isn't health and wellness, which isn't nonprofit. My vehicle is business. I can't help it. It's what I love. I love building businesses. I love competing with you. I want to beat you. I love that game. But through that vehicle, I will always push a lack of regret and awareness to how good it really is. You're more than welcome to tell me about how bad it is or why you can't because or what, but it's just not true. Because if anybody ever did it, then you can too. Stop making excuses. Stop complaining. Nobody's listening. They may pretend they're listening. The market doesn't care. What you need to do is make one person happy, you. Then you can make everybody else happy. You know why I like making people happy? Because I'm already happy. And so I implore you to take this last little rant and really look at your fucking face and understand, are you doing the things that are putting you in a position to succeed? Not just in a business world, but in life. Because it's super important, because boy, when you're happy in life, your fucking business can roll. And so I'm just trying to figure it out. And I've been trying to figure it out in front of you for the last 7, 8 years, trying to figure out the unlocks, EQ, IQ, self-awareness, hustle. I don't know what they are. You know why? Because like I told my man, it's 330 different unlocks. And so I'll go to all of them. They're all tried and true. And one might hit you. Yeah, it was hard work because I'm actually lazy. I talk a good game, but I'm full of shit. Or it might be something else, but fuck, one. And so, you decided to sit? You're into this, right? It's good, right? This is some good shit. You're gonna remember this?
I do.
Good. One fucking life. One life, my friends, one time. And honestly, I'll leave you with this because a lot of you need it. How you make your money is more important than how much you make. Like, do you understand there's genocide going on right now. Like, what do you think's going on? Like, we lack perspective. Your conference got fucked up? Boo-hoo. I lost a client? Boo-hoo. There's people fucking dying out there. Like, so when Americans or Europeans talk to me about race or gender, I'm sad. It's their real life. But I remind them because it's a positive thing. Cool, but let me tell you about the person that's ranked 7 billion in the world. They fucking have it bad. We got listen, you know I got hot on this about a year ago, the 400 trillion to 1. It's impossible to be a human being. You won.
400 trillion to 1. When you understand that math, how can't you live your life? That's how rare it is to be a human being. You've been given this ridiculous triple miracle. You've got one at bat, please do something about it. We are living through the greatest era to be alive ever. Yes, there's stuff. I got news for you, there's always stuff. But when you take control of your at bat, when you put it all on yourself, when it's your fault and your wins, when you own it, that's when it starts happening. So please, please squeeze the shit out of your one life. It's impossible to be a human being. You won. I don't know how to get upset after that. I keep shit in perspective. You know why I'm always happy? I blame myself. When you blame yourself for real, you're gonna always be happy. Because you don't feel like somebody else controls you. This is the reason I'm happy 24/7, 365 for the rest of my life. 400 trillion to 1. The odds of becoming a human being. It's about eliminating being at the mercy of anything or anyone. Like, I just don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. You gotta start with yourself, because when you're actually allowing other people to get in, you're vulnerable. On me, on me, on me. My fault. There's nothing you can say. My big thing is, don't complain. You're in control. So many people are keyboard activists, right? Everybody's good at sending a tweet about how the world should be, and nobody's doing anything about it, and that is just very much human nature. If you're complaining, do something about it. I don't know if anybody knows, but slavery's been gone for a while. Your boss might be the biggest jerk of all time, but guess what? You can go get another job. Right now, wrap your head around this ridiculous gift that you were given. It's called life. You're using your fucking eyes to watch this and your ears to listen. Go step out and do your thing. The one thing you've always wanted to do, or the 10, 50, 100 things you've always tried to do. Because the only thing that's keeping you back is the other people that are judging you, and who gives a fuck about them?